Hi there, my name is Antonio and I've been using different kind of educational tools for my online classes, but if I had to choose one, I would definitely choose Zoom. Its 40 minutes limit makes it really attractive to use, and also this platform allows a constant interaction between the teacher and the student, which is something really essential for the learning process. So first of all, I'm gonna quickly explain how this platform works, and after that, I will present two different topics in chemistry and biology. So as you can see in my screen, in Zoom you can start a new meeting clicking here on the top left corner. Now you can add as many students as you want clicking on participants, and also you can chat on live with them, and you can share your screen as well with them. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna share my screen with you so you are able to see my presentation, my PowerPoint. And also, sorry, you can record. That's something that's a super easy way to do a live video conference with your students. So I'm gonna share my screen. Click on share here, and then your students will be able to see you and your screen at the same time, and they can interrupt you if they have any questions. So that's one thing that makes Zoom really attractive to use, as I said. Let's start with one current topic that because of the coronavirus situation, everyone talks about, which is the immune system. So first of all, in my class, I would start asking my students, what do you think the immune system does? What's the function of the immune system? And I will carefully listen for to their answers. The immune system protects us from any strange bodies that come into us. Okay, any pathogens, virus, bacteria, etc. That is strange to our bodies. The immune system is composed of different types of cells. We have the red blood cells, the platelets, and then the white blood cells. These different types of cells have different functions. Red blood cells are in charge of transporting oxygen and carbon dioxide from the lungs to the tissues and the cells, and vice versa. The platelets, they initiate blood clotting. So I would give an example in this case. People who don't have enough platelets in their bloods, they suffer from hemorrhage because the blood clots won't be formed in these people. And then we have the white blood cells, and we'll go through them in more detail later on in the presentation. So now interaction is the main part of my classes. I will ask someone who can tell what kind of cells is the immune system composed of. Red blood cells, white blood cells, and platelets, and they have different functions, as I said. We'll start with the white blood cells that are divided into phagocytes and lymphocytes. Phagocytes can be neutrophils or macrophages. The phagocytes are produced throughout life by the bone marrow, and they are in charge of removing the dead cells and microorganisms that they don't have a function in our body, so they need to be removed. That's what the phagocytes do. They are like the, let's say, like they remove the trash, okay? Then we have the neutrophils, which are the 60% of the white blood cells, WBC, and they patrol tissues as they squeeze out of the capillaries. They are the first level when a pathogen comes into our body. Okay? Large numbers are released during infections and they die after digesting bacteria. They go towards the microorganism, the pathogen, and they digest them. So if you have any questions, now feel free to ask me now. Let's move on to the macrophages. They are larger than the neutrophils and they are found in the organs, not in the blood. Remember that the neutrophils will be in the blood, okay? They are long-lived and they initiate immune responses. Okay, that's the main thing. Okay, so now I'm gonna move to chemistry. And let's start with the chemical bonding. So as you can see, I can share PowerPoint presentations or wherever I need with my students with the help of this platform with Zoom. Okay. So I have the standards here, which are the main objectives that I need to achieve, that I'm gonna achieve with my lessons. Students need to know that atoms combine to form molecules by sharing electrons to form covalent or metallic bonds, or by exchanging electrons to form ionic bonds. And this difference needs to be very clear to the students. Okay, and then students know they need to know salt crystals such as the salt, the common salt, and they need to know that they are repeating patterns of positive and negative ions held together by electrostatic attraction. Okay, which is a very good example of an ionic bond. First of all, I'll explain what is a bond. Okay, so the same way people get married with each other, the atoms need to be bonded to get something, to get some kind of benefit, and to get some kind of stability in nature. Okay, so forces, they are the forces that hold groups of atoms together and make them function as a unit. We have different kinds of bonds. Ionic bonds, they are based on a transfer of electrons. Covalent bonds, they are based on sharing of electrons. They share. In the ionic bonds, one of the atom loses the electrons and the other one gains electrons. But in the covalent bonds, both atoms share the electrons. Electrons belong to both of the atoms. That's the main difference. Okay. After that, I will go through the octet rule that ionic compounds form so that each atom, by gaining or losing electrons, has an octet of electrons in its highest occupied energy level. And metals lose electrons to form positively charged cations, and non-metal gains electrons to form negatively charged anions. Okay, so in case of ionic compounds, the main objectives of all atoms is to have 8 electrons in their last level, energy level. Okay, so that's the main objective. Some will have to lose and others will have to gain, depending on their position in the periodic table. We'll go through that in more detail. Okay. We have sodium. Sodium has one valence electron. That means that sodium has one electron in its last energy level. Okay, so sodium can lose the electron because it just has one. Okay, and the chlorine has 7 valence electrons, so it needs one more electron to have 8 electrons in their last level and follow the octet rule. So chlorine will gain one electron, the one that sodium loses. Okay. See, 5 electrons, chlorine, and sodium 1. So sodium loses 1 electron and chlorine gains that electron. Okay. Transfer gives an octet. Sodium will have 2 plus 6, 8 electrons in the last level, and chlorine will have 2 plus 6, the one that the sodium is given, 8. And this transfer forms ions, each with an octet. Okay, so the sodium will form a positive ion, which is a cation, because it's losing an electron, so it has one positive charge. And the chlorine will form a negative anion. Do you understand that? Because it will gain one electron, so it will have a negative charge, negative more negative charge. Okay. The resulting anions come together due to electrostatic attraction, because the opposites attract, so the positive attracts to negative. So hope you understood the lesson, and I will go in further detail in the next video. Thank you for watching.